name is Mike Metz. I own Seven Hills Honey out of Port Washington. I took off the portion of the roof, little corner to joist sections that the bees were living in. They were in pretty rough shape due to the age of a lot of the comb that was in there. So this is basically a bee recovery. Most of the stuff is going to be or will be thrown out. The eggs that are in there, those will be left in the hive for them to hatch out, and then that will all be disposed of as well. Bee population was probably between 50 and 60,000 bees. So it was a pretty easy removal due to the fact that parts of the roof was fairly being old. The boards came apart very easily, not rotted but all split from being 150 years old. So that actually sped up the process a little bit.
Talk a little bit about, so what did you remove? I mean, was there like a hive you could bring a comb out in sections, or it was attached to the wood and you brought out?
Basically, within as bad a shape as it was in, most of the comb just fell off because it was so old and they had a hard time adhesing it to it. So a lot of it was just hanging in the bottom as well. Sort of like if you go out to, say, Bryce Canyon and you see the stalactites and stalagmites and they're kind of formed together. So they're actually joined at the bottom of the what is the ceiling inside. So they were semi-attached from the bottom. Some of it was attached from the top. Some of those boards were pulled out directly, but the comb was so little honey was in there. There was maybe overall 10 pounds of honey in it, if even. So,
talk a little bit about your apparatus with the orange or yellow hose. So how did you?
That is the vacuum equipment. So I have a vac box attachment that goes right on top of the hive box itself. There's a screen inside that the bees do not get sucked into the vacuum cleaner. So there's a screen on the one side. You put the suction side from the shop vac on there, and then you use I use an auto detailing hose that's vinyl lined inside to prevent damage to the bees when they go through the tube. And that's the orange hose that I have on that equipment. And they go into the hive, and that will be the hive that they live in. I'll add a couple of extra frames, and they'll be fed for the next probably month and a half, 2 months, just to get their health back.
Do you know if you got the queen?
Yeah, she's in there. I did not see her, but by the way the bees are acting, when the orange hose came off on me before, all the bees started going right by the entrance where the hose was. And that's a good indication that the queen's in there. They all go tails up. It's called fanning. They're trying to get the queen's pheromone scent up in the air so they all know where everybody is.
What are the chances, because there are still bees hovering around the hole by the roof line, are they going to be coming with you as you pull away?
No. They will. Those are just stragglers. I could sit here for hours. There's still bees that are out in the field that some of them saw their house getting ripped up. They take off. They may not be back until dark or until the thunderstorm comes in, and then they'll come back and find that their home is gone. With no queen there to lay eggs, those bees will just die off in a few days, starve to death. Actually, they get depressed, and they sit there and they communicate to one another, and they just die. That's about it.
So with the bees, and we can see them in the box in the back of your truck bed, when you pull out, are they going to be coming with you down the road?
Those are not the stragglers. Those are bees that are from other colonies that are nearby. Bees have a very good sense of smell. I have honey in those boxes already that is in preparation to feed these girls. So they came, and those are just scavengers. They are trying to steal whatever they can. So when I go down the road, a lot of those are going to go airborne. They're going to fly around here probably for about a half an hour to an hour, maybe until the sun sets. They'll go back to their own hive. They may come back tomorrow knowing that there was food here. They'll realize it's gone, and then they'll go back to their...
So you were in the full outfit during this. Did you get stung
Yes.
at all? A couple times?
A few times.
All right. Anything else that, unless we would have been attached to your hip 24/7 during this project, an easy removal?
Easy removal.
Some challenges? All right. Terrific. Thanks for your help.
Sure. No problem.